He does not. Alright, I'm going to say good game because I'm an a-hole. We're going to create a bunch of cats because I'm an a-hole. Hello and welcome to JANK TANK, your one-stop shop for everything jank. My name is Allan Enraged, and this is Cat Tribal. I like to call it Cat Cosplay as well. Probably going to change the name to Cat Cosplay. Probably going to be the name of the video. We'll see. So we have our companion, Kaheera the Orphanguard. 3/2 with Vigilance for 3. In order to be your companion, each creature card in your starting deck is a cat elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast card. Each other creature you control that's a cat blah 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 gets +1/+1 and it has Vigilance. The only thing we care about is cat here. This is a cat deck. And she's a cat. I do assume it's a she. Kaheera seems like a she name, but I could be wrong. Don't want to assume the cat's gender. So we have Bronze-Eyed Lion, 2 mana 3/3. Already pretty good. You can pay 2 mana and gains indestructible on its turn. It's useful. We don't use it as much, but it is useful. When it dies, return it to the battlefield as an aura on a creature, and that creature gains 2 mana, gains indestructible, and that's pretty fantastic because that can help us protect some of our important cards later, like Kaheera, Rin and Seri. Fantastic. We have Masked Vandal. It's a shapeshifter, which means it's a cat. Well, changeling anyway. Changeling means it's a cat. Shapeshifters, most of them have changeling in Cal time. So when it enters the battlefield, you can exile a creature card from the graveyard. If you do, exile target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Why? Because cats want to knock that crap off the shelf. Just knock it way off the shelf. We don't tolerate your artifacts and enchantments lying on shelves around these parts. So that's what it's good for. It's a cat. It gets rid of artifacts and enchantments. Guardian Gladewalker. It's a cat. It's changeling cat. Yeah. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1 counter on target creature. Useful. It does cause problems later on. You'll see why. But it does cause problems as a changeling. But, early game, you can put a counter on itself, put a counter on something else, like Bronze-Eyed Lion, Masked Vandal, whatever you want, just a little bit bigger. It's useful, and it's a cat. Thundering Rebuke. Why? Because I ran out of, rare wild cards, and it seemed like a decent, uncommon removal spell. So you can put other removal spells in here. You can stay off the red if you don't want as much red in your deck. But I like it. It's 4 damage for 2. Gets rid of a lot of things. The biggest issue is its sorcery speed, and it doesn't target players, but who cares about that? Creature, Planeswalker. They're the biggest threats. You're going to deal with creatures just fine. Rally the ranks. When it enters battlefield, choose cat. Those cats get +1/+1. Fantastic. It's like a little anthem for cats. It's a little cat thumb. We're going to play all 4 of these, and we're going to call a cat every single time. Then we have Feline Sovereign. Oh, what? It's another cat anthem. What? And cats, you have protection from dogs. That's the worst part of the spell. Honestly, that part of the spell screws me over so much because my opponents aren't playing dogs, but who is playing dogs? I am. I'm playing dogs. Why? Because my changelings are dogs. Especially the ones that give counters to creatures. So, if you have Feline Sovereign out, Guardian Gladewalker can't even put a counter on himself. A little annoying. You can put it on Feline Sovereign, unless you own another Feline Sovereign. Then you just put it on an opponent's creature and look like an idiot. But, it's fine. There's only a few spells that target stuff, whatever. They have +1/+1. That's what matters. But, the second ability, whenever one or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls. More artifact and enchantment hate, which puts it up to 7 sources of artifact enchantment hate just naturally in a deck. Artifact enchantment decks are going to really hate cats. Gladewalker Ritualist. It's a cat. Whenever another one enters the battlefield, draw a card. Drawing cards is great. Cats are great. 3 mana 3/3. That's just fine, yeah. I like that card. That's why it's at 4 when a lot of these are at 3. It's the best changeling in the deck, in my opinion. Other than Realmwalker. Changeling. It's a cat. When it enters the battlefield, choose cat. You can cast cats off the top of your deck. What, with green and draw advantage, card advantage? Who would have thought? But yeah, a green cat plays cats off the top of your deck. That's perfectly amazing. Yeah, like we're also running 4 of those because that's just a strong effect. It's amazing. Leonin Warleader, what? It's a cat. When it attacks, it creates cats with lifelink. Cat. We're just going to have all the cats, and those cats are going to get buffed from all of our other anthems. They have lifelink, so you can survive a little bit longer. The biggest issue with it is it's double white. Double white is not the easiest to get on turn 4. So you're probably not casting this on turn 4. We're only running 2 because of the double white. You can get double white. You can play a better mana base. I ran out of wild cards. You know, this is my janky ass mana base. Create your own. You know, whatever cards you have. Asika's Chariot. When it enters battlefield, create cat tokens. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Whenever it attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Just every turn, create a cat. As long as it stays alive, but you know, cat generation, that's pretty good. Rin and Seri, Inseparable, the card other than Kaheera. These 2 cards are what designed this deck. Whenever you cast a dog spell, create a 1/1 green cat token. Well, man, what about? I don't have very many dog spells in this deck. What are you talking about? Like, well, this is a cat deck. Why would you have? Oh shit, son! Changelings are dogs. Every time you cast a changeling, you're going to create a cat. Whenever you cast a cat spell, created by dog token. Whoa! Oh, everything is cats, so we're creating dogs. They don't really matter. They don't have any buffs. But, you know, that's extra crap. Then you can pay 3 mana, and Rin and Seri Inseparable deals damage to any target, equal the number of dogs you control. It's not going to be too much. It's just going to be your changelings plus Rin and Seri and however many tokens you've created off of them. And then you gain life equal to the number of cats you control. That's going to be a lot of life. That's a lot of life gain. It's going to be hard to beat you if you have Rin and Seri up. There's only 2 copies. I would like this up to 3 copies, but I ran out of wild tokens. If I had another wild token, I would probably remove 1 Guardian Gladewalker for the Rin and Seri. Probably sounds good. But yeah, Rin and Seri, so good. Every time you cast a changeling, like you're creating 3 creatures for each cast. You can cast them off the top of your deck. It's freaking fantastic. I love it. But what happens if they kill you, like your really important creatures, like Leonin Warleader, Rin and Seri, Feline Sovereign, Realmwalker? Like, what if you really need those back? Well, we have Elspeth Conquers Death. It's some removal. We can remove some big things. Non-creature spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast, so it's going to be harder for them to remove your creatures, and then return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard with a +1/+1 counter on it. It's fantastic. We have 2 of these in here. That probably could be bumped up to 3, but you'd have to cut down on other things. I think 2 is like the sweet spot for that. So let's look at our mana base. It's garbage. It's completely garbage, except for the World Tree. What? The World Tree? Why would you run World Tree? You don't have any gods in your deck. Oh, wait. All of your changelings are gods. So you could search your deck for Gladewalker Ritualist, Realmwalker, Masked Vandal, and Guardian Gladewalker. That's just... You get 4 cats for the price of 11 mana. Well, is that even worth it? Well, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not completely. It's not completely, but, you know, what effect is better than that? Like, what effect can you play that is better than that? Not very much. And they all have enter effects and stuff. They all do stuff. It's pretty great. If you get to 11 mana, it is a big if, because you're probably going to win or lose earlier than that. But, you know, it's green mana, comes in tapped, fixes all your other mana, potentially a blowout, putting four gods on the field. 4 god cats. So that's the deck. Let's see how it plays. Oh boy, alright, it is time for game 1 of Cat Tribal. Cat Cosplay Tribal, Fake Cat Tribal, some cats and some tribal. Who knows, but this is a horrible hand. This is only a tiny bit better. What would I get rid of? Elspeth Conquers Death is a little late, but I'll need it if I don't draw green mana. Let's get rid of the Guardian Gladewalker. probably should have mulliganed again, to be honest. Not a great look for game 1. Let's play a white. Yo soy un perdedor. Let's play a red. Let's just start off with rallying our cat ranks. We don't have to type it in this time. Alright, so all our cats get +1/+1. We have to be able to play cats. That is something we need to be able to do. Oh, thank you. We have green. We're going to play this one. He's probably got kill spells, and we'd prefer the Ritualist to die over the Feline Sovereign. We're going to play this on white so that we can eventually play our Elspeth Conqueror's deck. Not his deck. It'd be great. Sometimes it does conquer his deck. Yep, there's the kill spell I predicted. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Let's play this on white. We're going to play a Realm Walker. It's another thing. I don't mind dying as much, and maybe we can get some casts off of it. And the knowledge of what we're going to draw is good. Now we know that we can play Elspeth Conquers Death if need be. If he decides to play a big creature rather than kill, yeah, like that. See, that's a pretty good target. Pretty good target. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. We're not going to swing, because swinging will kill our creature. And we don't want our creature to die just yet. But we can get our Gladewalker Ritualist back soon. We can play Bronze Hide, Lion, and Feline Sovereign next turn. And that's fantastic. So then we can start swinging in with our Bronze Hide Lion, giving him Indestructible to protect from the Death Touch. Oh, that's a big boy. It's the second time I've seen this card today. First time you have seen him, but second time for me. Alright, so we're going to start out with a Bronze Hide Lion. His kill spells cost more. We didn't have a second green, so we'll just bring this to hand. We'll go ahead and swing this time. We have another Realm Walker on top, and if he wants to take this trade, I'm okay with it. He technically loses 2 for our 1 card, and we're going to get him back. Another Vengeful Reaper. Unfortunate. But now we get our Gladewalker Ritualist back. We'll give him a counter. Play a Realm Walker on cat. And we will swing. This is a favorable trade for us, because then we could put the enchantment on our Realm Walker. We'll just pop that over here. He can potentially be indestructible sometimes. We're doing a good job of keeping him low on stuff. We can play the World Tree. Now everything taps for everything. We can play... which one am I... Like, since we have a Feline Sovereign coming, it'd be smartest just to play this off the top of the deck, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. He's got Death Touch. But we have... Indestructible. We'll activate that ability. And see, that was favorable. I don't know if he saw that coming. World Tree really came in clutch there. He's got to Finn the Fangbearer. At this point, I think we play just everything. We just play everything. Let's sacrifice it. It taps for any mana, but I want to thin the deck for mana. We'll grab another forest, doesn't matter. Taps for everything. Play a Sovereign. We'll play the Orphanguard. And we're going to attack for everything, because that's a lot of fucking damage. I mean, that's game. Like, that is game. Unless it's not. If he plays like a field wipe. Yeah, I didn't think a field wipe would be coming. We just swing, I think? I don't see a point in playing him. Guess if we play him, I can put a counter on something he's less likely to block. Oops. My guys have protection from dogs, and all my creatures are dogs. Unfortunate. Happens. Oh well. We'll just give him indestructible. I don't know why. Don't know why you thought that was a good idea. I know he's gonna lose anyway. Yeah, that was game 1. It was a blowout, even with a bad hand and a mulligan. A mulligan into a bad hand, even. Let's go on to game 2. Ooh, a Tormod's Crypt. Now we can play Cancer Tybalt. Just kidding, I don't play Cancer. Well, I do, but, like, not that Cancer. That's a cool avatar, not gonna lie. Alright, so we have green and red, so no casting the Leonin Warrior Leader, at least until we have 6 lands. Let's see, we can Thundering Rebuke or Guardian Gladewalker at turn 2, depending on how things go. Feline Sovereign, and this is not terrible. We have to draw into some things. We definitely have to draw into some things. But so far, so good. We can play this on green. We never ever need more than 1 red source. We don't ever need 2 green sources either, but it lets us cast multiple spells in a turn, which is preferable. We ran into that problem last game before we had our world tree out. Thundering Rebuke is a good card to have in hand. Gives us answers. Can kill just about anything they play. I think we always bolt the birds. We always bolt the birds. Play the mountain. We're definitely going to kill it. We could start ramping up on creatures later. We don't want him ramping up on bigger creatures. We have another Thundering Rebuke if he plays another one. Gets a little cheeky. My bear is cooler than yours. Beanstalk Giant searching for a land. Pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. Let's play this on green. He's got green stuff. Probably no fight spells. I want to use up the mana appropriately, so let's play the Sovereign. Now if he plays enchantments or artifacts like the Great Henge, we have answers for it. Questing Beast sucks. We're going to Thundering Rebuke the crap out of that, but it's alright. We can also play a Guardian Gladewalker. So we're going to kill the crap out of that. Play a Guardian Gladewalker, and we'll put the counter on him. So that he's even... Oh, he can't. Can't do that. He's got protection from dogs. He's got protection from himself. It is a small downside when it comes to the Gladewalker. But it's a price you gotta pay to be an amazing cat deck. Oh boy. Oh boy, let's play Leonin War Leader. I wish it had haste. That would be fantastic. And let's not attack. He's gonna play a big old Beanstalk Giant. There's not much we can do about that. Not much we can do. He did not do that. He sacked the land, searched for 2 lands, put them on the battlefield. Interesting. I like that. He's definitely going to play a big boy next turn, but hopefully we can kill his food if he taps out. That would be interesting. Like, no, that's my food. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, we got 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to play Kaheera. We're going to buff up the whole field and just swing all out and hope he makes a mistake in not sacking the food. We got a bunch of kitty cats. Ba-boom. They are tapped at attacking, which hurts the vigilance. He's got... Yep, he's a big boy, but I still kill his food. Ooh, I could have killed this creature. That was, that would have been smarter. We're gonna say oops to that. That was a big oops. Didn't realize it was an enchantment. That's pretty smart. Good game. Oh, I win. Yeah. Good game. I was like, what are you talking about, good game? Good game. Alright, the second game was a complete blowout. Negative 23. We did 25 damage to him that turn. Keep ranking up. Keep doing it. Let's try for a game 3. How fast can we go? We want to win really fast. Because cats like to go fast and knock your enchantments and artifacts off the shelf. Alright, game 3. Yo, Blit, are you ready for cats? Are you ready for cats? I want to play against just a deck that is just artifacts and enchantments and stuff. Like, I really want to show off the amazingness of the deck. This is a tough one because I really want to scry on turn 1. I like this hand, but I really don't want a Fabled Passage. I'm going to Fabled Passage because I want to play at least a creature. I don't want to be so far behind. So let's go get a forest. We don't have to play Feline Sovereign turn 3. We can play in a second Masked Vandal. Masika's Chariot is a good pull. Gotta say hello. What is he playing? He's got red. Spikefield Hazard. Is it mono red? I don't know if mono red does it. Play that tapped. Ooh, I do want that forest. Alright, we're gonna keep that forest there. We're gonna play second Masked Vandal. We're just gonna punch him in the face. We'll play a Seeker's Chariot next turn. Well, he's definitely not playing mono red the way I know mono red. Make some cats. We're gonna attack. What has he got going on? It's red. What do you have foretold that is red? Can't see it. Just let me see it. Hoping it's not a field wipe. Field wipe would hurt me. Field wipes always hurt me. So I think we play, especially if we draw a land, play Feline Sovereign, rally the ranks if we draw a land. If we don't, just play Feline Sovereign and go punchy punch. Boom. We can swing for 10. 2 damage each creature. If creature dealt damage this way, it would die exiled. That does suck. It sucks a little bit. It makes us not able to punch people with our amazing things. No matter what, this is swinging for, so I think we just attack. No reason to put Chariot in danger. I really wished I had drawn a land there. But so far, this is looking good. There are ways to die, but Masked Vandal having 3 toughness really helped out. It's fine. It's fine. I'll deal with it. I wish this was a cat vehicle, but it's just a vehicle. He's got so much removal. Alright, let's play Feline Sovereign. Rally the ranks on cat. And then we'll attack for 3. If he had one more, could have powered up the Chariot. I think he's dead next turn. 3, 6, 10. Like, unless he kills something this turn, he is dead next turn. Oh, he did the thing. He did the thing. Let's play this. Power up this. I'll attack. I don't think he's quite dead next turn now. It does the worst part about this is it being a sorcery. But when you play with cats, you don't need combat tricks. It's an indestructible boyo. It's unfortunate. What do I do with that? It's pretty good. I have no way to get rid of that. Let's bring this to hand. Pass the turn. I think he's still dead eventually, but having this guy does suck. We need to really, really pump out the Pop out the creatures. We're gonna kill that. Taking 2 damage is fine. At least 3, blah blah blah, draw a card. Nice. It's pretty good mono color card. Can we beat our third opponent like we beat the first 2 opponents? It's not looking as good right now. Asika's Chariot is good. It creates cats. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna keep this one. Create a bunch of cats. Very nice. No attacks. I'm waiting for him to slip up because I have a removal spell. Just triple that damage. Well, that is unfortunate. But I'm just waiting for him to slip up. I would like to block. Let's play this on white. I'm gonna kill off this guy. Play Kaheera. And we almost have lethal on him. That's what sucks so much. It's almost lethal. We would take 12 damage from that. We can't risk that. I need a way to destroy his enchantment, and then I can swing in and kill him. It's a pretty cool deck, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Damn, that's pretty good. We're gonna nice that. Damn, that was a good game. I definitely consider us having won that normally, but yeah, we didn't. We lost that, so we're 2 wins, 1 loss so far. Really close. All we needed was enchantment removal. Honestly, we could have got there. Masked Vandal would have been an amazing top deck if we had survived that turn, but we did not. Game 4, we're 2-1, facing Kiptix. Awesome, like character-y thingy. This is not a great hand. It's got a little bit of removal. I can Elspeth eventually, and it's got Realm Walker. Alright. We're gonna start with Scrying, because we need to scry into a creature. Good plan. Good thing I did there. I like that. He did not play a creature, so we play the World Tree. We did not need the Thundering Rebuke. He is going to play probably Avalanche Caller this turn. No, he foretold a spell. Feline Sovereign is pretty good. Let's play a Plains. Let's play Realm Walker. We want to call a Cat. We have a Rally the Ranks coming up. We have a tap land, play Feline Sovereign, attack for 3, unless he plays something I need to kill. But it's looking like controlliness so far. That's mostly fine. Not even super worried about it. Let's play Realm Walker again. Naming Cat. What do we got on top? A land. Red-green. Don't need that. Don't need that. Elspeth Conquers Death is nice, though. And we could play Feline Sovereign and Rally the Ranks, so, you know, I consider it a good draw, actually. I'm not unhappy with it. Come on, buddy. That's all right. Not particularly wonderful. Play this on green. We're gonna play Feline Sovereign. Doesn't give us any buffs. We're gonna call Cat. We don't need to buff our bird. We'll just attack for 1. We have 2 Elspeth Conquers Deaths in hand, so unless he's just going crazy counters, I can't see us losing this game. Ghostly Pilfer. When it becomes untapped, draw a card. Whenever our opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Discard a card. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just gonna kill it. And I'll bring Kaheera to hand. Let's bring Kaheera to hand. We'll attack for 4. I feel like he's gonna bounce something. Yep. Not a big problem. Playing another Ghostly Pilfer. What deck is this? Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. An amazing looking card. Like, fantastic. 1 top, 1 bottom. He definitely wanted one of those. We could play Feline Sovereign and Kaheera. He foretold something. Probably another darn bounce spell. This doesn't even matter. Let's play it on white. Let's play the Feline Sovereign. He's all tapped out. There's nothing you can do. I know he's just got the discard a card ability, so that's the only thing that's popping up there. All attack. Still can't believe we lost that weird stuffy doll deck. But it worked. Did not get the Masked Vandal in time. I'm expecting some sort of hard removal at this point, but maybe maybe an enchantment kind of, like they can't attack blada blada. Like a bubble snare or something. Oh, no, we get an extra turn. Okie dokie. Create some birds. I have nothing I can Elspeth. You didn't discard a card, so I'm gonna block. Okay, now you discarded a card. Yep, yep, yep. He doesn't have anything for me to Elspeth, so and I don't have any targets in the graveyard, so I don't really see a point in playing the Elspeth. I guess the non-creature spells costing 2 more could screw over his take another turn plan. But that's going to be a turn or 2 away. Do I do it anyway? I think it would be funny. I have a second one for removal. Double Ascendant Spirits is a little rough. You can really buff them up into a way that I just cannot remove them. Second Feline Sovereign. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough to play both. But we will play it. I'm assuming that's an Alran's Epiphany, which is going to hurt. I'll attack. They have vigilance. So I can block some things. Not even super worried about it. Losing some birds, slightly less damage I'm gonna take. I'm worried about this Alran's Epiphany that you have foretold. It's gonna cost you a bit. 5, 6. You cannot buff up an Ascendant Spirit with that. You just get some birds. I still have no darn targets for... What'd you discard? Counterspell? I feel like that's going to be a mistake. He's digging for more take another turns, I assume. Don't see him winning just yet. Oh, Rin and Seri are great here. I could start pinging him down in like any other way. Yeah, unfortunately, he's got summoning sickness, which is the worst part. And this is maybe a counter spell? No? Okay, then let's just swing all out. You would need to buff an Ascendant Spirit quite a bit in order to be able to take down anything other than the bird. And Rin and Seri will eventually be able to kill the Ascendant Spirits, although I need to get really good draws for that. It's fine. Not the greatest, but it is fine. He does not have an Elrond's Epiphany. Not yet. He will be able to start making the Ascendant Spirits bigger. Like I said, they're the biggest threat. I don't have any good removal for them. You play him. Oh, and them. Because it is double. And then play Bronzehide and make a bunch of tokens. I'll make a token. Because it's just a cat. It's not a shapeshifter. All attack. If he, yeah, he's probably going to be able to trade with, or actually take down one of my Feline Sovereigns. That's fine. I think he uses up a lot of mana and takes a decent amount of damage in the process. Yeah. If I were him, I'd take down Kaheera. But he's going to take down a Feline Sovereign to not lose his creature, which is smart, you know? He wants his creature. He's going to lose the other one. Oh boy. So what do I got here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cats. I can deal 4 damage to him, swing out, deal 4. I think I might have won. But drawing another Alrund's Epiphany could lose us the game. So then he could deal 6 to us, put us down to 10, and then double buff up. And I do not have a blocker. So, does he have a take another turn spell to win the game? Maybe leaving the bird back to block would have been smart. He does not. Alright, I'm going to say good game because I'm an a-hole. We're going to create a bunch of cats because I'm an a-hole. Come on. It's fine. He can be as big as you want him to be. He does not have lifelink. It's also fine. We're going to all attack. Then we're going to target you with this. Boom. And that's game 4, so 3 wins, 1 loss. Can we make another one happen? What are we at? 28 minutes? We'll edit it down a little bit. Let's do one more. I would like going 4-1. That would be fantastic. But yeah, cats, pretty good. You're gonna knock all your shit off the shelves. Alright, we have good land base. Lots of tapped lands. I'd like to scry first. That would be pretty great. We're gonna keep it. I like what I got so far, so let's scry. Thundering Rebuke is good. I do want that. Having a removal spell will really help our slower start. Doesn't look like it's slow, but just these all are all tapped, so it's a little bit slow. Yeah, killing that eventually will be fantastic. Let's play the World Tree. We don't want to shuffle up just yet. We'd like to draw a land. Next turn we'll Fabled Passage, Thundering Rebuke. Hopefully have drawn a land. Yeah, because next turn he's wanting a Lovestruck Beast. He's wanting that. Ooh, I did draw land. It's white, which is fantastic. So let's search up another green. That's Thundering Rebuke. We don't want him to draw a card off this Lovestruck Beast. That would not be good. Next turn, let's Realm Walker. So we can start playing stuff off the top if need be. generate significant card advantage. We're going to start taking a beating. So, we would like an Elspeth Conqueror's Death at some point. Let's play the Realm Walker. Calling Cat. We have a land on top, which helps towards the Elspeth Conqueror's Death that we do not have. Also helps us play Dumble Creature. And he played a Great Henge. That is, honestly, like the best thing ever. I want to block. We're going to say nice, because that's a dead Great Henge. Things could not have gotten better for us. Come on. Yeah, I'll block. Saying nice. You're creating 2 mana. What could you be creating 2 mana for? Don't know what you did that for. Let's play a Masked Vandal. Oh boy. That was fantastic. I'm so happy with that. Love when everything comes together just perfectly. Calling Cat. Feline Sovereign on top. It's pretty good. We can Sovereign and Glade Walker. We can get something. 3, 4. We can make it 4, 6. So we can start blocking the. Oh man, another one. Nice. Who keeps a hand or whatever with 2 Great Henges? I guess they do. I mean, he might have drawn into it. Oh boy, that's a 6/6. Let's block with a Masked Vandal. Just in case we get another Masked Vandal. We did not. That's alright. Play a Feline Sovereign. Play a Glade Walker. Should have done that in the other order. That would have been smart. But it didn't work out the way I wanted it to anyway. Next turn we have any mana, but we cannot double Kaheera. This is going to be a tough match, for sure. Yeah, this is probably a loss. I'm going too slow. I don't have good enough removal to deal with this. I'm supposed to be swarming, and I'm not swarming fast enough. Him having the second Great Henge, man, it was a blowout. Destroying the first one was a blowout, and then he played another one, and it blew back. Too bad that was not a dog. Nice. We're just gonna take it. Nothing we can do about it. Guess we could have blocked. Thundering Rebuke is too late. Too little, too late. And we're gonna concede. Alright. 3 wins, 2 losses. Yep, that's positive. That's winning. Cat deck. Winning. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like the cat deck, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe. If you don't like cats, get the hell out of here, because I don't want to talk to you anyway. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.